She doesn't like the heat, but Emmonsdeuter can take it. She doesn't like the smells, or the blinding sunlight, or the bald heads everywhere, but she can endure them. But when a small child sees her, points and bursts into tears, when that little girl's mother comes and takes her hysterical child away and shields the youngster's offended eyes while looking her own bald contempt and daggers at Emmonsdeuter, well, that's pretty damn hard to take. Having no real choice, of course, means that she takes it anyway. She had sweated herself down the pyramid, glanced up at the rear end of a statue 3 times her height. She had admired the dimensions of the figure's ass, and firmly decided it was the man's best feature after coming round the other side. She had followed Zaganthos and Saira across the wide avenue, near the empty, and into an awning-shaded side street practically bursting with Fend. She had lost her weapons, pissed off her only lead, and terrified a local child. "I love this mission," she declares to no one in particular, while wiping the sweat out of her eyes for the millionth time. "I'm going to volunteer for this shit every chance I get." Zaganthos and Saira slip through a curtain and into a food stall. Emmonsdeuter goes to follow and runs into a Finnish woman in purple. The woman makes a face and quickly gets round Emmonsdeuter. "The feeling is mutual, Baldy." She ducks through and laughs at the back of 3 Finnish men ducking out the other side, leaving only herself, Zaganthos, and Saira, and a very put-out-looking cook. Emmonsdeuter stands in the space next to Saira at the counter, puts her boot up on a little stone ledge, admires the curtains, takes a deep lungful of the pungent, spicy smoke drifting from the other side of the counter, nods at the cook-woman and Zaganthos as they natter on in their childy, singy language, turns to Saira. "So, how the fuck are you?" "I've been better," Saira responds in damn near perfect high Cloxic, strangely pronounces her V's and B's. "You?" "Hot. Cry, baby." "Cry? What did... Cry, baby?" Despite how relieved she feels that both Zaganthos and Saira speak High Cloxic, Emmonsdeuter is getting pissed off at just how well they speak it. Jerks. "You got me there. Boo, bitchin' who?" "My sister, you are chasing the old man." "Sister." "And I am going to see the old man." "I am not your sister."
"I will see him, and he will tell me to kill you, and I will."
"I see." Emmonsdeuter picks up the bowl of water the cook places in front of her, smiles her thanks, splashes it on her face. Is that how it's going to go down?
"You must accept your fate."
Your accent, you sound like a fucking silversmith. Shit. Time to make friends. "You sound better than me. Mouth like that makes me wonder if all you can do is talk." Saira emits a rumble from deep in her long throat.
"You are weaponless."
She smiles her pointed smile, taps her teeth with long yellow nails filed to points.
"I am not."
Thoughtful. The little stubby fingers sort of ruin the impact. The build-up to blows trips and collapses when Zaganthos and the cookwoman start screaming at each other, gesticulating wildly. Both Emmonsdeuter and Saira find themselves staring at the pair, mouths open a little, muscles still tense, but wholly unfocused now. The cookwoman grabs up a knife. "Hey," Emmonsdeuter tries, too late. The cookwoman brings the knife down quickly and slashes her own palm. Squeezes blood onto a metal grate on her side of the counter. Flames leap up immediately, fire without fuel, unless you count the woman's lifeblood, of course, which you should. Zaganthos nods in satisfaction and turns to the two foreign females.
What?
Saira is munching something meaty and grilled, crunching her way through the bones. Emond's daughter is eating the same thing, quietly, pulling out the bones. Zaganthos sips from a bowl, drops pinches of spice into his mouth. Woman! Emond's daughter points at the cook with a bone, on whose shape and original wearer she prefers not to speculate. Woman cuts herself open to start a fire.
Yes, rather dramatically, I apologize. I think I upset her. Our arrival drove off some of her regular customers.
Right. So, woman cuts herself open to start a fire. Exasperated, Zaganthos nevertheless manages to fake civility in his one-word response.
Yes.
What the fuck?
She is a cook. Her job is preparing and serving food. She really needs two good hands. So.
Emond's daughter looks at Saira. Saira also doesn't get it. She swallows the chunk of flesh, fat, and something unidentifiable, a physical action that takes a bit longer than it would a human due to the length of Saira's throat, and says,
I don't understand.
We don't understand.
You don't understand what?
Emond's daughter takes the bowl from Zaganthos, puts it on the counter, looks deep into the man's brown, nearly black eyes. Woman cuts herself to... That was her sacrifice. Zaganthos can no longer hide his feelings. He sounds like he's talking to a child, an unusually stupid child. Emond's daughter and Saira look at each other, feel a bit like unusually stupid children. Zaganthos picks up his bowl, takes a big pinch of spice, licks his fingers, drinks some of whatever is in the bowl. Emond's daughter and Saira study a new platter of food the cookwoman has placed before them. A drop of blood from her palm is beaded at one corner. It could almost be there for decoration. The cookwoman's eyes are alive with mischievousness. Saira is slurping something that could be a worm. It could be an intestine. It could be something else. Emond's daughter hopes that Saira's little coughing fit indicates the Simondons as having trouble stomaching the thing, because Emond's daughter is nearly undone by the thought of bringing a certain bloody mashed mass to her lips. The focused leering of the cookwoman does not help. Emond's daughter bears down hard and shovels a spoonful into her mouth, tries with all her might to ignore what her taste buds are screaming and to focus on what Zaganthos is saying.
You do not know the meaning of what I am speaking, do you?
Sure we do. Emond's daughter damn near gags, takes a sip of water.
Sacrifice.
Saira's eyes glow with triumph, then pale into near unconsciousness as the thing she just swallowed whole tries to crawl back to the light.
Gods grant me the patience of the Empress, from whom all that is good springs forth in its time, to fulfill us all beyond measure. Sacrifice is the seed, root, and stalk of magic. Truly, no power can flourish without sacrifice.
Truly. Emond's daughter grits her teeth, forces something down.
What a load of crap! What a load of crap! Crap, my own sister was...
Down, boy! Damn. Almost looked ready to fight. Didn't strike me as the kind of guy who digs pain. Saira comes back to the present and reinserts herself into the conversation.
You are serious about this link between sacrifice and magic? Sacrifice is magic.
Don't pout.
Emond's daughter, shut up and eat some of this.
Saira pushes over a very small plate. The smell that comes from the little green vegetables could be used as a weapon. Perhaps it just was. If so, Saira isn't gloating. Her focus remains on Zagantha's, interested. Maybe sacrifice is magic for you. Give me a day or two, and I'll charm you a weapon strong enough to slice through stone. This stone here, one of those statues, the structure we climbed down from, no sacrifice required. One unstoppable stroke. Zaganthas relaxes, laughs. A day or two? Emmonsdeuter waves a handful of tentacles at Saira and agrees. He's right. That's weak. Weak until it cuts you in two. Magic, Emmonsdeuter explains as she makes rings out of the tentacles, is a symbol made just so, riven in the proper place. What if it is not riven, and I do not know that word, in the proper place? Then you're a stupid fuck for being in the wrong fucking place, aren't you? Sacrifice is strength. Spice, swallow. Hurting yourself is strong. Eyeing with alarm what the cook woman has pulled from a jar. It is maybe that your gods are weak, and that is why your people fall before their enemies, while the Empress brings ever more into her loving embrace. You talking to me? I think he's talking to me. Seems like he was talking to me. Saira wipes her mouth with the back of her hand and shoots Emmonsdeuter a look which Emmonsdeuter interprets rightly, or no, as, I got this. Zaganthas, let me make this crystal clear. I will kill you if you try to tell me that a woman's job is cutting herself. Fuck you, talk pretty. You, both of you, are insulting beyond my bearings. Eat. I will find the old man. Both Emmonsdeuter and Saira stand up. Stay. Finish your meal. Follow the river upstream. When you've had your fill, you will be finding a very large statue of... No, you will find a way to insult her as well. Just pause at the statue. I will find you. So, he is here in Solvay's. What she said. I will find out. Could you please not to kill each other, or do? Kill away. Why am I caring? He drops a handful of coins on the counter, then sputters away as he exits through the curtain. Emmonsdeuter and Saira eye each other warily as they sit. The cook woman places a platter between them, evil in her Finnish eyes. Emmonsdeuter and Saira stare at it in silence. The thing on the platter flashes an alarm, or perhaps aggression.